All right. Thanks for the question. The question was for page 482, number 22. So we can see it's this circle. And we're going to find all these angle measures. So let's go ahead and start off. If you don't know where to get started, one of the best things to do is just go alphabetically. So we can see right here we have letter A. A is a linear pair with 58. So we know that A plus 58 is going to equal 180. And so I'm going to subtract 58 from both sides. If I subtract 50, we get 130. Subtract 8, we get 122. So A is equal to 122 degrees. And then this is a radius, and this right here is a tangent. And so this right here is a right triangle. And so if I'm looking for R is this arc, which is also the central angle here. So that right there where my pen is pointing is also R. And vertical angles are congruent. So if this angle right here is 58, this angle inside of the triangle is also 58. So we have R plus 58 plus 90 equals 180. And that's our triangle sum. And so we can subtract 90 if we wanted to make that a little bit easier. 58 equals 90. I subtract 50 and I get 40. I subtract 8 and I get 32. And next we have what do we see? This is letter C and B. B is right next to 106 and C is a vertical angle for 106. So again, if you hit kind of a stopping point, go back in alphabetical order. So that means C is equal to 106 for vertical angles, and B plus 106 is equal to 180 for that linear pair. So if I subtract 100, I get 80. If I subtract 6, I get 74. So B is equal to 74. And then next we have D. So there's what I would look for is trying to connect D with things that you've already found. So if I follow this side of D all the way over here, I hit that angle with the 58, and then I can follow that over here to C, angle C, and then follow that back to D. So we have this triangle where it's D, the vertical angle of 58, which is also 58, and C. So we have D plus 58 plus C equals 180. C is 106. So we have D plus 58 plus 106 equals 180. So if I do 58 plus 106, I get 164. So D plus 164 equals 180. And I subtract 164. If I subtract 160, I get 20. And if I subtract 4, I get 16. So D is equal to 16. So now, once I have D, I'm going to start looking at smaller triangles and trying to figure out next letters. So let's take a look at F. D meets right here at this point, which is a linear pair of 90 degrees. So that's 90 degrees perpendicular. Then we can go over here to angle F. And so that's going to be a triangle sum. So we have D plus F plus 90 equals 180. D is 16, and we can subtract 90 from both sides. So we have F plus 16, which is D, equals 90. And I got that from taking 90 away from both sides. And so subtract 16, and we get F is equal to 74. And S is this arc right here. We need to find that central angle in order to do that. But if we take a look, we have another triangle with D. So from D, we can go to the center of the circle and then down along a radius to a tangent. So this angle right here, it's not F, it's F plus a little bit more. That whole thing is 90 because a radius and a tangent meet at 90 degrees. So this angle right here is actually a vertical angle with N. So I'm going to go ahead and call it N. So it's going to be D plus N plus 90 is equal to 180. So we have D plus N plus 90 is equal to 180, and we can see that's almost the identical equation to F. D plus F plus 90 equals 180. D plus N plus 90 equals 180. So F and N have to be the same thing because the entire equation around it has to be, is the same. So N is also equal to 74, which means that T, its intercepted arc, is also equal to 74. And S, right, which is its vertical angle would be 74, and it's the central angle for this intercepted arc of S, and so S is also equal to 74. So we got quite a few right there. And then if we take a look here at E, E is in between a radius and a tangent, so E is going to be 90 because radii and tangents are perpendicular. And what else can we go for? So we know this angle, and this is a straight line. So we have a linear triple between this angle right here, which was the same as R, so that's going to be 32. That's right here. And G, and then this angle right here, which was S, so that's the 74. So we have G plus R, which is 32, plus S, which is 74, equals a straight line, which is 180. So 30 plus 70 is 100, 2 plus 4 is 6. So we have G plus 106 equals 180, subtract 106 from both sides, and we get G is equal to 74 as well. If you take a look at the circle, H is the intercepted arc right here for the central angle that is G. And so H is also equal to 74 because the central angle is equal to the intercepted arc. What else are we looking for? V and U, it looks like. Okay, so if we take a look, we can find V plus U, but we want to know how they're broken up. We can do, these are two intersecting chords. So 90 is equal to the average of its intercepted arcs. And so we could find it that way. So 90 is equal to the average of its intercepted arcs. So we want to follow the two chords. So when I do that, we're looking at this point right here and this point right here. So that includes V. So that's one arc plus its other intercepted arc. So we have to follow it out to this point here. This includes R and H. R and H. So R is 32, H is 74. So 32 plus 74 is 106, and we want to find, again, the average of those arcs. So we're going to multiply both sides by 2, and we get 180 is equal to V plus 106. Subtract 106 from both sides, and we get V is also equal to 74. So lots of 74s here. And then what's left? U. So we this right here is the diameter, FE, because it goes through the center. So we know that this whole thing is 180 degrees. So U plus V plus S. So we have U plus V plus S is equal to 180 because it's half of the circle. And so V we just found was 74, and S is also 74. So we have U plus 74 plus 74 equals 180. 74 plus 74 is 148. So we have U plus 148 equals 180. We subtract 140 and we get 40, and then we subtract 8 and we get 32. So U is equal to 32. And that should take care of all of it. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, no I, J, or K, no L, M. So our next one is N. So we have N, and then we have T, yep, and then U, V, and then looks like we're all good. All right, let me know, comment again if you have any other questions. Thanks.